Ayubowan, Vanakkam. I'm Vayoni Dimel. This is Boston Lanka News, bringing you news, views and entertainment from Boston and USA. Unity plea from Deputy Prime Minister of TGTE, Dr. Sivalingam. Harvard corrects nation story about J.S. Tissanayagam. TGTE rebels revolts against Rudrakumaran. Shamindra Ferdinando explains. American photographer spends 14 years capturing the beauty of Kandy Pageant. As the crisis in the transnational government of Tamil Eelam is widening, Dr. Sivalingam, Deputy Prime Minister of the TGTE, is pleading for unity. In a widely circulated email, Dr. Sivalingam calls for the unity of the Tamil diaspora, especially pleading with the members of the Tamil diaspora not to criticize Viswanathan Rudrakumaran. Mr. Rudrakumaran has not yet made any public appearance nor made any public statement about the threats he is facing for his leadership from the Nediyavan faction, as he is losing credibility among the Tamil diaspora. Some members of Tamil diaspora who dislike the conduct of Rudrakumaran as the leader of the TGTE compares his present conduct to a captain who is hiding at the bottom of the ship while the ship is sinking. J.S. Tissanayagam, Sri Lankan journalist who is now at Harvard University as a Nieman Fellow, was not involved in organizing any protest of the event held on March 1st on post-war Sri Lanka at Harvard University, according to Professor Nicholas Burns, who moderated the event. Professor Burns was responding to an article appeared on March 6th in the Nation newspaper in Sri Lanka titled "LTTE Threat to Disrupt Harvard Discussion on Lanka Turns into Damn Squib." According to Professor Burns, Mr. Tissanayagam attended and participated in the event, contributing greatly to the audience's understanding of the end of the war and challenges ahead for Sri Lanka. Mr. Tissanayagam is currently studying at Nieman Foundation for Journalism at Harvard University. Nieman Foundation provides a nurturing environment of support and encouragement to those journalists from around the world who come to Harvard each year. Mr. Tissanayagam says that he hopes to learn more about new journalism and its role in bringing together fractured communities. Boston Lanka has been trying to get an interview with Mr. Tissanayagam and had made contacts with him through the Nieman Foundation and awaits for the response of Mr. Tissanayagam. Rebel group from transnational government of Tamil Eelam has established a new political wing and aligned itself with Norway-based Perinpanayagam Sivaparan, as called as Nediyavan, widely believed to be Rudrakumaran's main challenger, says Shamindra Ferdinando. Shamindra Ferdinando, a news editor for Island newspaper, has been writing about the Tamil diaspora and different factions for more than 20 years. Shamindra Ferdinando joins us from Colombo. Shamindra, you have reported that a section of the transnational government of Tamil Eelam, TGTE, has revolted against Rudrakumaran. Could you give us some more details about it?
Since the election of the overseas so-called parliament for the diaspora, Tamil diaspora, section of the parliament has been, sort of trying to take control. This particular section, which revolted against Rudrakumaran, earlier tried to appoint a former TNA MP as the Prime Minister of the transnational government. Having to fail, this section failed to get that position. After that, they have been trying to get rid of Rudrakumaran, and now they have sort of refused to take orders from him, and subsequently they have formed a separate political party. Now, I think of about 100 MPs, about 30 or just over 30 people have decided to operate separately.
Do you think that this split will help Nediyavan in his efforts to get rid of Rudrakumaran and become the leader of the Tamil diaspora?
Definitely. Now, within months after the formation of the parliament for the Tamil diaspora, this split, I believe, will definitely help Nediyavan to take control because 1/3 of the MPs are already working against Rudrakumaran, and we believe they are supporting Nediyavan. So, for all the factions which have been working against the Sri Lankan government, Nediyavan apparently has support among a lot of people, including a section which has been earlier with New York-based Rudrakumaran. So this will sort of help him to enhance his position among the Tamil diaspora, and thereby cause a lot of problems to Rudrakumaran and his efforts to be sort of recognized among the Tamil community as the Prime Minister of the transnational government.
Rudrakumaran has a long history with LTTE organization and with its late leader Prabhakaran. Why he is losing support in spite of all that, and what make members of Tamil diaspora to rally around with Nediyavan?
No, I think your number 2 and 3 are connected. Both Rudrakumaran and the other one, Nediyavan, they have been involved with LTT for a very long time. Both are there. But for the Sri Lankans, the people have heard about Rudrakumaran because he had been involved in peace talks and other engagements with the Sri Lankan government. But the other guy, Nediyavan, had been also involved. So I think those supporting Nediyavan believe that he is that he is likely to challenge the Sri Lankan government, that he will do anything to achieve Elam. So and on the other hand, Rudrakumaran is not active enough, doing enough. And if you see a statement issued by the faction which revolted against Rudrakumaran, they have also sort of accused some MPs, I think, supporting of Rudrakumaran of working with the Sri Lankan state and the intelligence services. So I think that they are looking for a person who can continue the struggle even without arms.
Thank you, Shamindra. That was Shamindra Ferdinando from Colombo. Sri Lanka and the Kandy Pageant, Discovering the Spirit of Lord Buddha in the Land of Elephants, is a book Michael Sarnacki has been working for the last 14 years. Michael Sarnacki joins with us from Michigan. Michael, you have been working on this book on Kandy Pageant for 14 years. Why it took so long to finish the book, and what is so unique about this book?
Well, as an American traveling over there, I mean, I had no experience or understanding of Buddhism or Hinduism or even the Kandy Pageant itself. So not only did I have to learn and photograph the visuals, which is totally spectacular, but in order to convey the importance of the event itself, I had to have a good understanding of, for an American audience or for a European audience, the significance of the various religious and cultural, things that take place there. So that's primarily why it took me so long. I would go there for a period of time and embrace and engulf myself in that whole experience, and then come back to America and get back involved in my own life, which is totally different than life in Sri Lanka, obviously. So, that's really what took me so long. And then that period of time, each time I went back, I discovered new things. And And that's primarily the reason it took so long. But now it's generally concluded, I feel, in my own mind.
You have been to Sri Lanka for so many times. How would you describe the country, the people, and the culture?
Well, Sri Lanka is the most remarkable place I've ever been. I've been a lot of places in this world, but the country is beautiful. There are a host of natural resources, and it's quite obvious. And the climate is spectacular. But what really makes the Sri Lankan experience so unique is that everybody, to no exception, has been so polite, so friendly, so willing to help. Someone that they're just so embracing. I think that makes Sri Lankans so unique. Their willingness to lend a hand, and just their hospitality is unmatched. And I've always, I went by myself. I'm not a professional journalist. I'm really always working on a personal project, and I have friends there now, really good friends that always watch out for me, always make sure I have, whatever I need, and they've gone so far out of their way to make my visits, pleasant, and just gone out of their way to make the whole, I feel I have another family in Sri Lanka. That's how I look at it. So.
Thank you, Michael. That was Michael Sarnaki from Michigan, USA. That concludes our news edition. We meet you again with another news edition of News, Views and Entertainment from Boston and USA. Till then, goodbye.